Ever wonder what happens when you combine ancient royal traditions with modern-day billionaire status? The Qatari royal family takes luxury to a whole different universe. We're talking about people who collect rare Bugattis like I collect coffee mugs, buy entire football clubs for fun, and own mega yachts that make the Titanic look small. Ready to peek behind those gold-plated curtains and see what it really means to live like Qatari royalty? Trust me, your definition of expensive taste is about to get a serious upgrade. The Al Thani family's wealth is absolutely mind-blowing, an estimated $335 billion. And at the top of it all is Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who's worth around $2 billion himself. But their money isn't just sitting in banks, it's tied up in some of the most jaw-dropping properties you can imagine. One of their most spectacular residences is the Al Rayyan Palace, an estate that oozes luxury from every angle. The exterior is grand, the courtyards are massive, and the gardens look straight out of a fairy tale. Step inside, and you're met with gold detailing, crystal chandeliers, and marble floors so polished you could probably see your reflection. This palace isn't just for show. It has a private cinema, a helipad, Al Thani, the former Emir of Qatar. This place is a dreamland for horse lovers. It's all about preserving the Arabian horse breed, and everything from the stables to the training arenas is built for world-class care. Even the horses here live in luxury. But their properties aren't just in Qatar. One of their most prized estates abroad is Dudley House in London. Bought in 2006 for a cool $105 million, this 19th century Ile Saint-Louis, purchased in 2007 for nearly $89 million. This place has grand salons, a private chapel, absolutely unreal. Now, if you thought their real estate was impressive, their car collection is straight up legendary. We're talking hyper cars and homes, their love for luxury extends to art and jewelry. The Al Thani family's art collection is one of the most valuable in the world, and it started way back in the early 20th century. One of their most famous purchases, Paul Cézanne's The Card Players, bought in 2011 for a mind-blowing $250 million, making it one of the most expensive paintings ever sold. They also own the Shahnameh of Shah Tahmasp, a stunning 16th century Persian manuscript with over 200 intricate illustrations depicting Persian kings and heroes. And when it comes to jewelry, their collection is just as jaw-dropping. They own the Pataliputra necklace, an ancient Indian piece studded with emeralds, diamonds, and pearls that's believed to be over 1,000 years old. Then there's the Qatar pearl, one of the largest natural pearls in the world, weighing over 200 grams. Oh, and in 2017, they casually dropped $71 million on the Pink Star diamond, a 59-carat flawless pink diamond that's one of the most expensive gemstones ever sold. Of course, their wealth isn't just about luxury, it's built on business. The foundation of their empire goes back to the early 20th century, when Qatar was still a small developing nation. The discovery of oil changed everything. In the 1940s, oil was found in the Dukhan field, and under Sheikh Abdullah bin Jassim Al Thani's rule, Qatar signed its first oil concession agreement with what would later become British Petroleum. That move brought in serious cash, and they reinvested it wisely. They established Qatar Petroleum in 1974, which became the backbone of Qatar's economy. They didn't just stick to oil extraction. They built refineries, pipelines, and export terminals, making sure Qatar could efficiently process and sell its oil and gas worldwide. In 1964, they launched Qatar National Bank, which became the country's largest commercial PSG was just another club with a decent history. But after the Al Thani family took over, it became one of the biggest teams in the world. They signed Neymar for a record-breaking $246 million, then brought in Kylian Mbappé for $235 million. The team went from underdogs to Champions League finalists in just a few years. They didn't just invest in players, they upgraded the stadium, built state-of-the-art training facilities, and turned PSG into a global football powerhouse. But they're not just into football. Sheikh Mohammed bin Khalifa Al Thani is big in horse racing, with his horses winning major international titles. They also dominate motorsports. Since 2004, Qatar has hosted the Qatar Grand Prix, and they built the Lusail International Circuit for MotoGP and other racing events. They even play a major role in tennis, hosting the Qatar Open and backing top-tier facilities for the sport. And if all that wasn't enough, they've got their hands in the luxury fashion industry too. They bought Valentino in 2012 for $916 million. Then they grabbed stakes in LVMH, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, and Tiffany & Company. In 2016, they acquired Balmain for $654 million. And in 2018, they made an iconic purchase, Harrods, one of the world's most prestigious department stores. When you add it all up, real estate, cars, art, jewelry, sports, business, and fashion, it's clear that the Al Thani family isn't just wealthy. They live in a league of their own. And honestly, with a $335 billion fortune, why wouldn't they? But as much as their wealth brings admiration, it also attracts the kind of people who don't just watch from afar. Some take it a step further, like the ones who pulled off a heist straight out of a Hollywood movie. This all went down in Venice, Italy, where the Al Thani family had put their world-famous jewelry collection on display. And when I say world-famous, I mean legendary. The collection, called Treasures of the Mughals and the Maharajas, features 275 pieces of ancient Indian and Asian jewelry, each one more breathtaking than the last. These aren't just shiny trinkets, they're pieces of history, some dating back centuries. The man behind this insane collection? Sheikh Hamad bin Abdullah Al Thani, cousin to the Emir of Qatar. Over the years, he made it his mission to collect the most exquisite Indian and Mughal-era jewelry in private hands. And he didn't just stash it away in a vault. He wanted the world to see it. That's why the collection has toured Paris, Japan, and, in 2017, Venice's Palazzo Ducale, one of the most iconic buildings in the city. The security? Supposedly top-notch. Bulletproof glass cases, alarms, everything.